If you're a fan of the Nintendo Switch, the Switch Online service, and the Game Boy, make sure you go ahead and update the Game Boy app because we have 2 new games to play in here, Mario's Picross and Donkey Kong. And the wonderful thing about these is these are the Super Game Boy compatible versions, so we should have color. Let's go into Mario Picross. I've never been a Picross fan. I couldn't even tell you how to play Picross. So for me, the real hero is this here, Donkey Kong on the original Game Boy. It has enough of the original game to it, but it definitely is its own game. First and foremost, you can see it's in color and it looks beautiful here, kind of the Super Game Boy sort of motif that we have on here. You also have voice from Pauline calling for help. The sprite work is different and I think looks better too. Let's take a look here. Reminds me much more of like the Mario Land version of Mario's sprite. Audio sounds great. 12 seconds to get up to Pauline. Now, this is where things change because we've got 3 additional levels that are slightly different than what we got in the original. So, as you can see here, this is definitely something that was not in the original game. Let's see if we can't get past that big hairy ape. Pretty easy to do. He moves up again to the next level. You do have extra lives, as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen here. Again, something that the original didn't have to get an extra life. You had to get so many points. Let's take a look at the next level. Now, this is definitely something out of the original game, but one thing of note here, like, you can drop down and it doesn't kill you where it did in the original. That's one thing I learned from King of Kong. If you just stand there by the last letter, the thing will just go right over you. And then here is the 4th and final level. And then this level very much feels like something out of the original game. Got the extra life, did knock Kong down. Now, this is where this game really changes because it has more of like a map sort of thing, and you unlock different stages. Very much kind of like Mario versus Donkey Kong, I would say. And that's where a lot of people kind of say that this game inspired those later games. Let me know down below in the comments, are you a fan of either of these games? Did you play either of them on the original Game Boy or Game Boy Color? How much are you looking forward to being able to play these now on the Switch? Donkey Kong, really looking forward to. Mario Picross, don't care because we basically got that recently on the Super NES side of things. So, and here you can see the big city level that you get to go and fight Kong, or not fight him, but try to get into the higher levels.